Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. So today we are going to be doing something that I've been really wanting to do, which is to turn some of our junk mail into a junk journal. Now, for those of you who don't know junk journaling, the best way I can explain it is that you make this journal however way you want it to be. It can be very aesthetic, it can be very, messy. It's whatever you want. And the best thing about it is you can use paint, you can use stickers, you can use junk mail, you can even use receipts. There's just so many avenues to this junk journaling that I can't even explain. There's just too many. But before we get into that, please, if you can, like and subscribe, help my channel out. And if you want, check out my Etsy store. I do have some new products in there, so maybe go, peruse, go see what you like. And yeah, now we can go ahead and get on with the junk journaling. So for this project, you are going to need some sort of junk mail. Now this is like an advertisement that I received, and I will be using this to make my junk journal. If you have some sort of advertisement like I do, you can cut this in half if you want to make your journals smaller or if you want to make two, but I will be sticking with this size because I think it's actually kind of nice and it's interesting. We are going to start by gluing the pages, and for this you are going to need a glue stick or whatever type of glue you have, but I prefer glue stick because it's easier. Begin by gluing down the first page, and all you do is you just go to town with the glue stick and just cover the whole page with glue. Once the entire page is all glued, you can begin by folding the first page. I actually didn't even end up folding it perfectly, so I did have to cut off some of the page that is sticking out, but it's okay, it's an easy fix. Now we are going to do the same thing for all the other pages. You should be left with something like this, and it will definitely be thick, so if you like thick journals, then this is definitely for you. To make sure that the pages were secured, I added two heavy objects right on top and let it sit for 5 minutes. Now we can move on to the fun part, which is choosing the papers. I have an unhealthy obsession with these paper pads because I love to buy them, but I never really use them too much. So I feel like this project is going to be a great way to use up some of this paper, and there's just so many themes that you can create. One of these days, I really do want to make a journal for each holiday because I feel like that would be so cool. But for now, since I have so many scrap pieces of paper lying around, I went through all of them and I chose the colors that I feel like would work best with each other, and it seems like these fall colors are a lot that I have of, so I'm going to be making a fall journal, even though we are in spring, but it's okay. Let's begin by making a cover for your journal. To do this, we are going to choose one piece of paper, and my paper is pretty thick, and all you do is just measure it to size and then cut it. Make sure the paper goes slightly over the inside of the cover to help keep it secure in place and prevent from peeling. Now we can glue the paper to the cover. It should look something like this. As for the extra bits of paper, we can just fold it over for now. For the inside of the cover, I will be choosing this orange paper. Now this part is up to you whether you would like to glue that strip of paper underneath the tab or over the tab. To be honest, I feel like it will be more secure if you glue the strip of paper over the tab, but once again, it's up to you. It should look something like this. Now we can move on to the back and do the same thing that we did for the front. And there you have it. Our cover is completely secured and I don't think this thing is gonna budge anytime soon. Moving on to covering the pages. It's basically the same thing as what we did for the cover, however this time around we are going to measure it exactly to make sure that it covers the front of the page and the back of the page. Just to make sure, you can lay the piece of paper on top of the first page and then flip it over and see if it will cover the rest of the back of the page. Once you're happy with it, you can go ahead and start gluing down. I accidentally measured my paper incorrectly and it left a tiny bit of a gap, and I will show you something that you can do to actually fix that. And I ended up doing this for all the rest of the pages because I actually liked how it looked. So what I did was I just grabbed a random piece of paper and just cut it into a strip, just like this. I then cut it to size and then glued it down. So if you messed up like me, don't panic, it's okay, we can fix it. Let's just call it a happy little accident. There we go! It's as if the gap never existed, and it makes the page a little bit more interesting. Following the same steps, I'm going to go ahead and cover the rest of the pages, and I'll be right back. Here's a look of what my pages look like, and I added a couple more strips to some pages because I ended up really liking how this looked. Now we can move on to decorating the cover. For this, I will be looking into another piece of junk mail that I had laying around, which is this Amazon magazine. And inside, there's actually these really cute cutouts that I could use for the cover. They even included these stickers, which I saved for later on. There are so many ways that you can decorate your cover, and if you don't want to decorate it either, that is fine, it's totally up to you. I ended up finding these leaf embellishments that I always had in my drawer, but I just didn't know how to use them, so I felt like this was a perfect time to bring them out and finally just put them on my cover and see how it looks. And truthfully, I absolutely love it. I have an abundance of these Happy Planner sticker books, so I wanted to use them up because I don't plan as much as I used to, but I do still like journaling, so I figured this was a perfect time to just use up some of these stickers especially since I feel like these stickers went pretty well together. I also ended up using these triangle stickers to try to mimic corner protectors for books. The last thing that I added were these dot stickers, and I absolutely love using these types of stickers because it's just like perfect filler stickers when you want something but you don't really know what. So I just use these dots for a little bit of shine and a little bit of more interest. Voila! Our cover is complete, and I love it so much. For now, I will end this video here, but be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss out how I decorate the inside of these pages. I hope you enjoyed this project. It was definitely very fun and a great way to use up some junk mail. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!